What's up, guys? Just wanted to make a quick video about something I've been thinking about. When you go online these days, go on YouTube or whatever, you're going to see all these videos on, dating tutorials, how to have game, how to attract women, secrets to attracting women, all this like red pill content, incel content, you name it, it's there. And these are very, popular topics right now. And I just wanted to talk about why this is so concerning, I think. Um, Men and women are meant to be together. We are supposed to be naturally drawn towards each other. There's supposed to be that kind of natural magnetism, right? And so it's so funny that there are all these tutorials, these really complex kind of like steps that you have to take to, let's just say, as a man, to get a girl interested in you. I feel like there are a lot of people who might be clueless about, dating girls, dating women. And so they watch all these videos and they have this almost like scientific approach to it where they're trying to follow all these steps. You see a lot of kind of like fake tough macho guys out there these days, all trying to kind of buy into this idea that girls are looking for this very specific kind of cliche caricature of a guy. And so you get all these guys kind of acting in a way that's super inauthentic to them, trying to be something they're not because that's what they think that girls are interested in. And I think that, yeah, this is all like embarrassing. This is all sad. Um, our grandparents, they were capable of having these loving relationships where they were just naturally drawn towards each other. They came together, and that was that. I mean, my grandparents have been married for like 50 years, like their entire life, and their whole dating process was very simple. They met when they were very young, and things were just straightforward. And it's like, dating has devolved to the point where you have two people who are both playing these kind of ridiculous power games with each other, being super fake. You have this guy who's trying to basically, act like this person he thinks the girl wants him to be. Um, and then you have a girl who is probably talking to multiple guys at once, trying to size this guy up and trying to get him to kind of like be her fan, right? Trying to see if she can like get away with all of these tactics to kind of size him up, see where he stands relative to her. Um, and so this, in my opinion, these are kind of like the two different sides of the coin. And I think both men and women are very negatively affected by this. And it's just such a shame. Like, all these videos on YouTube about like all these different ideas on how get a girl interested in you, get a man interested, how to keep a man, and everything just seems so unnatural. And it's like people just really don't know how to come together anymore. And I think this is really a symptom of our deteriorating society. I mean, things have been going downhill for a while now, but on just like a social level, this is a sign of things that are going to get worse over time, and we should be paying attention to this. This is very bad. I just wanted to give some practical advice on how to deal with all these problems that are coming up in dating right now. Like, you could go down this route where you read all this like red pill content and you let that change your behavior. You start to act like somebody that's not authentic to you. And I'll tell you right now, if you do that, like it will work for a while. Like, you are going to be able to get a bunch of these kind of like more broken, insecure women to have these like very flimsy relationships with you. Like, that stuff does work, but in the long term, it's never going to work out, and it's not going to be built on a foundation that you can sustain. I mean, your true colors are always going to show. And it is true that like a lot of girls these days are attracted to what's basically like toxic masculinity, right? They like these guys who are very dramatic, very aggressive, guys who are unpredictable and have the ability to kind of treat them badly and get away with it, and who have lots of options and like to make them feel insecure And that stuff does work. A lot of these girls are attracted to those kinds of guys. And back when our grandparents were young and dating, there was a way more authentic expression, I think, of kindness in those relationships. It's like girls responded to this kind of like kinder, caring behavior. But now, that's not the case at all. It's like kindness is taken for weakness, basically. And so anything that's seen as weak isn't masculine, and women are turned off by that. So that's just to say, if I'm talking to you guys out there, you could basically buy into all this stuff that you need to be somebody that you're not, or, no girl's ever going to like you. And I would just say that, well, yeah, I guess you could like sell yourself out and go down that route, and you might have some cheap, quick success, but you would do better to lean into those traits that are more unique about you, lean into like your authentic self. It's going to make you stand out way more than all these douchebags who are acting like, the same annoying person, right? And what that's going to do is it might take a longer amount of time. You might have long stretches where you don't go on any dates. You're not having any success. You're going to feel lonely for a while, but eventually you are going to meet that girl who's really genuinely interested in you, and you're going to be able to build a foundation that's sustainable. And you're going to be able to find those girls, basically weed out the ones that aren't interested in this kind of like fake bullshit. You know what I mean? And so I would just encourage you to think about like everything in life. It's like, there's always like a quick and easy route to getting results. And then there's the results that you really want, which take a long time. They take a lot of hard work and they take patience. But those are always the results that, bring way more satisfaction, whether it's, exercise, dieting, making money. It's the exact same way in dating. And so, I think any man out there should be definitely investing into yourself and loving yourself in the way that you would like a girl to. It's like, take care of yourself. Take basically pride in who you are. Don't be arrogant and proud, but um, be unashamed to be yourself, and treat yourself the way you deserve to be treated. It's like eat correctly, get exercise, invest into yourself. That is like that shouldn't even have to be said. That should be the bare minimum standard. It's like, you got to treat yourself well, treat yourself like you deserve something good. And so I think, just don't get caught up in all this propaganda where it's like you have to be somebody that you're not. Because I'm telling you right now, you don't. You're just going to have to be more patient. It's going to take more time, but it's going to be so much better. And you're going to meet that girl that's going to really love you deeply. And you can have a true, authentic connection with her. And that's going to be able to survive the highs and lows.